Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jody and today's video is all about my completed items, coloring and crafts for September 2023. I'm thrilled to have you here. I hope you're all having a great week and let's just jump right into it. A few stats for my month of September. I posted 10 videos, one short. I did one craft, which we'll go over right away. I did total of 15 pages, including a double page spread. I completed 3 hashtags, and I did 2 buddy colors. So less this month than normal, but September has been an extremely busy month, and we'll talk a little bit about that later in the video. My subscriber count is currently, date of filming is 1,745. So we have added 90 people in the last 30 days. And I just want to say hello, welcome to the channel. If you are here viewing this, then I view you as a fellow colorist and I just like to welcome you. And this is also the only video once a month I say, if you do like what you're seeing on the channel, please go ahead and subscribe and join our coloring community. So with all of that, let's jump right into, I'm going to do the crafts first because there's only one. I have a whip of a diamond painting of an elephant in progress, but I will show that next month when it's complete. But I would like to start off with this beautiful hummingbird. It is a diamond painting hummingbird. It is from One Day Savings. It comes with all of the hardware that you see here. So a long chain with some beads for the top, a smaller chain with more beads on the bottom, and then a big prism crystal that dangles. I have this hanging from the chandelier in my kitchen over my counter or over my table, I should say. And it's done on both sides. It has different special gems in it. It came with lots of extra pieces, so should one ever fall off. But it's very pretty. It came in a 2-pack. I did this as a craft with my sister, and so she has one at her house, slightly different, and then I completed this one and I've hung it up. So here is a picture of it hanging in my kitchen. Okay, the next are all colorings that I've done in the month of September, and we will go through them. Smallest book to zoom you back out, sorry. Smallest to largest books as per normal. And this is Grand Classics mini block from Art Therapy, and I did Carl from the movie Up, and I did this as part of my video for Grandparents' Day, which was earlier in the month. So for Carl, I used Caron markers, Copic markers, some Sparkle Pop pens, a little bit here, and that's it. And I did this on screen, and he looks dapper. So that's Carl from the Grand Classics. The next was a grandmother figure, and this is from Mini Blocks Portrait, again from Hatchet Heroes Art Therapy, and this was the grandmother for Mulan, and her name is Faye. And I used some Sparkle Pop pens around the outside. That's what's making it shiny, and again a little bit of stickles here. But otherwise, the same video covered this and Carl, and again, Caron markers and a little bit of Copics. I like the size of these. You can complete them fairly quickly. The next is one of the hashtags I participated in from Amanda Colors. We are doing a page a month in Sea of Colors by Angela Gonzalez. And this month was this heart page. And this was a page where I had done gesso on the back, and that absolutely does nothing to the paper, in case you're wondering. But I used Caron markers, some glossy accents, and just a variety of other markers and a little bit of pencil on top. So I like how that came out. This is a fun book. Terrible paper, but a fun book. The next book is from Lulu Mayo, A Million Bears. This is the first time I have colored in this book, and it is a buddy color with Cindy from ArtLightLife from Instagram. And I used Karen markers on this, and then I also used some Mod Podge glitter over these areas, over the green, and then a little bit of polychromos pencils for the popcorn and the bears. And some of them are pandas, and they were already like that. And then I made this one into a panda bear, and gave him some clothes. So this is my first book, or first page in the book. A little bit of Sparkle Pop silver there. And yeah, had fun. And here is Cindy's page. Cindy's page is adorable, and I appreciate her asking me to do a picture in this. And this went for Luvella's and T's Adult Coloring, hashtag September Color Your Hoard 2023. The next Lulu Mayo book is A Million Sea Creatures, and it was also a buddy color, and it was with my friend Laura from Kaleidoscopic Colors in the UK. And for me, I used the Koh-i-Noor Woodless pencils and then some glaze pens and just a tiny bit of silver gel pen here, but otherwise everything on here is pencil crayon, the woodless ones, and some glaze, Jelly Roll glaze. So I like how that came out, but I love how Laura completed her page, and here's Laura's page now. Laura and I have been doing many buddy colors over the past few months, and it's been great to color with Laura, so I appreciate your coloring with me, Laura. The next book is a different size, so hang on. Okay, the next book is Morgan OBrien's A Galactic Coloring Book, The Way Home, and I completed this book. There is a complete flip through on my channel this month. The last 2 pages I had in the book to complete was this page. The background is done with blended ink, and then I used a stamp for the fern, and I added fern in 3 different colors of green, and I kind of carried that green through over to the main part of the page. And I used polychromos, glossy accents, and gel pen. Very happy with how he turned out. And then this page is brightness. It's quite glossy, so I think you can see that in the screen. We're in the, and this was, I'm calling it the Monster in the Mountain page. I used ink. I used a stencil for the this area. I used Mod Podge Extreme glitter on top of the ink in the background. I used polychromos and gel pen for the main picture. So happy with that, and I'm happy that the book is done. I really enjoyed, I just love the character Grogu. If you'd like to see a full flip of this book, then please go and see the completed book playlist on my channel. And the next Morgan OBrien book is Matchstick Mosa Halloween coloring book, and I did this on video with the Color Your Seasons tag, and I did it for the first day of fall or autumn. And I used Karen markers. I used Moon Dust Stickles Gel Medium on the moon, and some white glaze for the dots of the sky, and also a couple of stickers from my antiquarian books just to finish it off. But yeah, happy with how that turned out, and glad to have a bunch of pumpkins done. Okay, this next book is Chris Rainiak's Morning Scribbles. I have 3 pages left in this book, so I'm pretty excited to be completing that again soon. This is part of the Disney Megs and Amanda Colors Frogs and Friends Color Along. They pick a page every month, so I do participate in that hashtag. I've got the extreme glitter on or extreme Mod Podge, sorry, on the eyes, and this fake eye on the little fish costume. I used gelatos for the background and some additional stickers just to add a little bit of scenery to the page. I had him as underwater since he was dressed as a fish, and the frog was up in the sky, so I assumed that he was underwater. So a little monster in a fish costume. Very cute, and happy to participate in the Frogs and Friends September 2023 color along. Okay. The next page is from Joanna Basford's Rooms of Wonder. And this is the page I did. I added some background. I used, for the background, gelatos, and I also used Equaline markers, as well as dual hybrid metallics, some gelatos, some polychromos, some zig clean color markers, glossy accents, washi tape here for some extra balloons, and some stickles on top of the ice cream, and some glossy accents over just two of these, just to kind of give the appearance that it was glass, but I didn't do it over all of them. And then we've got ice cream, and we've got some gel pen in there, and this is where I used the dual hybrid down here and on here, so kind of shiny. But yeah, fun page. I had not been back to this book for a little while, so I wanted to come in and do a page, and it was lots of fun, and I think it looks kind of cute, and I think the washi tape works well as a background with these balloons here. So yeah, just can't seem to help to add embellishments. Okay, this page from Coloring Fairies I almost forgot to include, so I am inserting the video. It is my challenge submission for Color With Us Coloring Roulette. It is a monthly challenge with Disney Meg's Coloring and Amanda Colors, and we're using Color with Claire's Coloring Roulette game. And so I did this fairy with pencil crayons, and we were only allowed to use the colors shown in this picture. And we weren't supposed to color anything realistic. So yeah, this is my September 2023 Color Roulette Challenge page. And then the last item I'm going to include, I don't normally include my Wreck This Journal pages, but it is something that I drew and colored, and I was pretty happy with how it turned out. So on this page of Place Sticky Things here, I drew and colored this Pooh Bear. And then I added a bunch of sticky things, but I was pretty happy with how he turned out. The page is very thirsty. I did use the Karen markers for that. And that's the last two items that I wanted to slip into the video. The next page is actually a double page spread, and it is from Romantic Country, The Second Tale by Erie, and this was completed on a color along, a color and chat with table topics, and it was to celebrate the my local balloon festival that is happening at the end of September. So I used Artex paint pens, Dollar Tree markers, a little bit of Sparkle Pop marker there, and Artex pencils as well. So this is kind of brought to you by Artex. So this balloon is done totally with Artex paint pens, and then some others, like this one, is done with Artex as outlining both the yellow and the balloon lines. So it just depends. I use the Artex paint pens in a few different ways, and you can see them all in that video that just posted last week on Wednesday. getting very, very close to being done in this book. So cross your fingers. This is the year that it gets completed. Very happy. Very happy with the page. And that's Romantic Country, the second tale by Erie. And my last book is Kirby Roseanne's Fragile World. And I completed on screen in to celebrate the the Asian elephant, but it was actually Elephant Appreciation Day on the 22nd of September. So whenever there's an Animal Appreciation Day and I have an animal in the books, I like to color it and bring a little bit of recognition to the animal. So this was done with Albert Durr watercolor pencils and Derwent Graphitint. The whole page. No pencil crayon at all. Loved how it came out. Had a lot of fun. Absolutely no bleed through and no warping of the page either. I used both a Tombow water-based blender pen and also an Ecoline blender pen. And they're both water-based blender pens, so they worked really well. I did a little bit of dry on top after I activated it to deepen up a few shadows, and you can see that whole process in the video. So I hope you get a chance to check this video out. I had a lot of fun doing it. And those are all the completed pages for September. I did not get as many pages done as I normally would have got done, which is fine, but I did have both some construction happening at my house as well as my son getting married. So it's been and harvesting my numerous pumpkins, and I'll put a picture here of my pumpkins because I'm pretty happy with them. And I just wanted to say I hope everybody's having a wonderful fall. I hope you're doing something fun and creative in your life, and I hope you have a colorful and creative week. And I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.